So you're looking to start building a marketing plan for your business, or maybe you're researching a new business and being a good future business owner and planning out everything that you need to run your business well. And you're coming across all of these different marketing terms and you're not really sure what they mean and you're not really sure how they work together. So today I'm going to go through some of the marketing basics and talk about the different ways, what they are, how they work together, and how you can move forward with implementing these to grow your business. So let's start off first by talking about the platforms you have to market your business on. So there's quite a few number of platforms now, and there's quite a few different mediums as well. Platform is going to be something like your website, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Now, there are a lot more different platforms that you can advertise on, but these are kind of just the basics so that we understand the different terms and how they relate to your business. Then you're going to have different mediums. So mediums are going to be written content, visual content. So that's going to be graphics, can be videos, but videos will also be video content. You have auditory content, which is just spoken word, so podcasts. So podcasts are a type of content, auditory, but they're also a platform where you can advertise and market your business on. And so you have your platforms and you have your mediums, and once you understand those, then you can start to take a look at, hey, which platforms do I want to market on? And the way you answer that question is, which platforms is my audience on and which are they paying attention to? And then how does my audience receive their information? Do they enjoy watching educational videos? Do they enjoy scrolling on Instagram and finding the next hot thing to buy? Are they looking for services on LinkedIn? Are they trying to do self-improvement on a podcast and they're trying to learn how they can improve their lives? There's a lot of different options out there. The way you choose where you're going to plant your flag, so to speak, and market your business is going to be based on your audience. Where are they and how are they engaging with the content that matters most to them, with other businesses that they normally engage with? And so this is some business research that you guys need to do, some market research that you need to do before you actually start marketing your business. It will save you a lot of time and it will save you a lot of money, even though it is very boring. The boring things are where we win in business. And so now we have platforms, we have mediums. Let's talk about some of the technical ways to actually advertise on these platforms or market on these platforms. And so first of all, you have SEO. SEO is literally search engine optimization, and it is literally referring to how you can make Google and other search engines happy with the content that you've created. So for example, the one most people are most familiar with is going to be your website and SEO. And SEO is really just making a bunch of different content pieces. So whether it's images on your website, it's blogs on your website, it's pages that talk about who you are and what you do, and it's designing all of that content-wise, so written-wise, as well as making certain adjustments to videos and images and descriptions of pages and videos and images that really tell Google who you are, what you do, and specifically what this page is about and what people can find on this page. And why that's important is because when someone goes to Google search and they put in some keywords that's relevant to your business, you really want Google to say, hey, I think that this result from this website is going to give the most relevant information to this person. And so there are many, many, many details and pieces to the algorithm that Google uses to rank or derank SEO. For most small businesses these days, it's very difficult to compete with large companies who are spending a lot of money on creating a lot of different types of content. They're doing all of the content pieces very well, and they have the resources to basically dominate in SEO. Doesn't mean that it's not worth doing, and it doesn't mean that you can't win at a small level for your business in a big way. However, don't think that you're just going to start doing some SEO and you're immediately going to get customers and right away your business is going to be off to a success. SEO is a long-term commitment. If you're planning on being in your business for the next 10, 15, 20 plus years, then it's probably worth it to do some SEO. Not only to make the search engines happy, but also to make valuable content for your customers that you can always point them to when they have questions, and that can just prove that you're an expert in the thing that you do. Okay, so let's go to the next thing that you've heard me say a couple of times in this video, which is advertising, or sometimes you hear it called PPC. And PPC stands for pay per click. And this is just talking about paid advertising on the different platforms. So this is when you're creating a piece of content and you're literally telling the platform you want to put this in front of other people, and you're going to pay for that access to their audience. So think about it just like a newspaper ad or just like a TV commercial that you would watch at home. This is an advertisement that people are going to see on their social media profiles, on Google search results, all those different types of things. Now, PPC really stands for a kind of method to measure engagement with these ads, pay per click. So this is a way that you're advertising, which is you're paying per click. So there's lots of different types of advertising. There's lots of different types of paid ads. There's certain types of strategies called brand awareness, where you can do lead generation. You can do frequency, where you just stay in front of people for a certain amount of time and you hit them a certain amount of number of times with your content pieces. There's a lot of different types of advertising. So you should be aware of what advertising is and what it means for your business. Advertising is a great way to, once your business is established and you know who your customer base is and you know what kind of content they want to see, then advertising, paid advertising, is a great way to get in front of more of those types of people and stay in front of those people for a longer period of time. So that way they're being inundated in a nice way with your branding, with your marketing, and your message. And so eventually you'll start to turn some of those people into customers. And it all depends, guys. The success with paid advertising all depends. It depends on what your business is, what your product or service is, who your audience is, how developed you have your marketing strategy, your branding, all of that kind of stuff. If you have a really strong track record of success with your customers, then paid advertising most likely will work out better for you. And so always make sure that you're going to get some track record of customers coming in first. I'm glad you're enjoying the video. If you need help with hiring, training, or managing your VAs, make sure you click the link in the description below to check out our free VA hiring workshop. If you need one-on-one help with me, click the link to schedule an appointment to see how I can help. And unless you're doing some kind of business where it's venture funded, or you're starting a very large business and you've got some investments in, you really probably shouldn't be doing paid advertising until you have enough revenue to comfortably pay for it and make sure that it's not going to harm your business, because it does take time to work. Now, compared to SEO, it doesn't take as much time to see results. I mean, you are paying for access. Versus SEO is considered an organic method where you're just letting people kind of find you. Paid advertising is where you're paying for access, and so your results should be much quicker. However, again, these platforms online, Facebook, Google, and so on, operate on algorithms. And these algorithms take data, and they take a collection of data points, and then they optimize your campaigns in your ad account based on those data points and what kind of actions people are taking with your ads. And so this takes time to build that data and put that data into the platform so that way your ads are running as they should. And on top of that, you need to know who your audience is and what they want to see as far as content, and how they're going to engage and what really matters to them most to get them to engage. You have to have those two things when you're running paid advertising. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is content. Now, content is a very general word, but it basically means anything that you're going to create to put in front of your audience. So it could be anything from blogs to social media posts to YouTube videos that you're creating and you're uploading for people to watch. And so you need to have content in order to be able to market, right? That's the whole point of digital marketing, is you're creating content and putting it in front of people. But your content does also play into these other terms that we've talked about today, which is SEO and paid advertising. Your content is what you're using to optimize for the SEO. Your content is what you're creating and paying to put in front of your audience with paid advertising. So content is really just the medium. It's the medium of how you're communicating your message with your audience. The next thing we're going to talk about is email advertising. Now, there's definitely some different variations when it comes to emailing that you can take into account. And there is going to be where you send cold emails, depending on what kind of business you have. And then there's going to be follow-up emails. And so this is going to come into play when you start looking at something called your customer cycle. Your customer cycle is really going to be the relationship of where your customer is in engaging with your business based on the entire lifespan of your standard customer. So maybe your customer starts off on this platform, let's say Facebook, and then they engage with your ads, and then they go to your website, and then they become a customer, and then they become an upgraded customer, and then they become a lifetime customer. That is called a customer cycle, okay? And where is your customer at in that cycle? That's going to dictate what kind of content you give them, whether you're running paid ads or they're seeing your SEO or you're sending emails. And so email marketing can really be that one. It can either be a cold approach, so you're trying to reach people via email to do business with you, or it's going to be part of a follow-up process where maybe they've engaged with your website, they've engaged with your business, and you're wanting to follow up with them and stay in front of them, okay? And so, guys, there's a lot of different pieces when it comes to marketing your business online these days, but these are the core elements that you need to know about. And when you're looking at putting together a marketing plan, these are the core things that you need to be aware of what's going to be a components of your marketing plan. And it really is essentially comes down to what is your branding, what is your message, what kind of content, what medium of content you're going to put out, and where are you going to put that. So if you guys want to know more about how to create brand awareness, how to put a marketing plan together, I've created other videos down below that you can see those things specifically. But these are kind of your basics, and I hope that helps. Hey everyone, that's the end of the video. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see more videos like this one, go ahead and leave the like button to let me know that you got value from the video, as well as go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that way you can be tuned in when I create more videos in the future. Also, go ahead and check out the description if you want to find out more information about working with me one-on-one. I do provide consulting and coaching services for hiring VA teams, for marketing teams, and sales teams to help your business get consistent growth so you can live a life of abundance.